is the ultimate travel guide from the people who know it best. Weekends with Yankee.
Today we're in Worcester, Massachusetts, New England's second largest city and home of the iconic Lunch Car Diner, the triple-decker apartment building, and a number of colleges and universities. The city is seeing a real population boom. And one of the things that's drawing young people to the city is its incredible food scene. Today we're going to be talking with some of the makers and chefs who are really putting Worcester on the map. And I'm going to start with donuts because it's the morning and that's what you do. We're going to be going to the wonderful Glazy Susans where they make donuts from scratch. Okay, I got a selection. So I have ube brownie, which is like a sweet potato, mocha caramel, Vietnamese coffee, pecan pie, mochi, and tres leches. And the people who make this donut magic are sitting right here, Joe and Susan Skurzik. Hey guys.
Hey.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, I'm having a really good morning now thanks to your donut.
I bet, yeah.
Your donut inspiration came from kind of far away at first, is that right?
That's right. It started on a trip to Los Angeles in 2015, and that was really our first experience with bacon on a donut or
cereal.
The cereal on a
Yeah.
donut. We kept coming back home to Worcester and realizing we don't have that from scratch specialty donut experience here.
Right.
And eventually we said, you know what, let's do it ourselves. We had an opportunity here at the DCU Center to open, and we took that opportunity, and it's been 2+ years now in this space, and it's just been going really well.
That's so great. What did you see was the distinction between a great donut and a not so great donut?
We wanted to focus on artisanal methods and making from scratch, using quality ingredients, and really using local ingredients as much as possible. That was really sort of one of the pillars that we built our business and our brand off of.
What has it been like for you to specifically open this business in Worcester?
We sensed a change in the Worcester dining scene. We thought it might make sense to have our style of donut shop fit into this dining scene.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for these delicious treats.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Amy's next stop is American Vinegar Works, an award-winning company that makes small batch vinegars used in cooking and cocktails.
Hey, Rodrigo.
Hey, Amy, how are you? It's so
good to
nice to
see
see
you.
you. Yeah, thanks for coming out to Worcester.
Well, I'm so happy to be here.
It is awesome. We have a great art scene, great food scene, and of course, great vinegar.
How did you make vinegar your thing? Why vinegar?
Yeah, the beer road trips that we take where you go to a microbrewer, go to a cidery, even make it out to a winery.
Yes.
It just hit me. I was like, we make such great craft alcohol in the US, but we make such poor vinegar in general.
Yes.
Alcohol is directly connected to vinegar. I thought, I want to use better vinegar, so we're going to make some more vinegar.
I see this beautiful array of casks. What are these about?
After slow fermentation, we then barrel age all of our vinegars. These are actually old rye whiskey barrels. So they're American oak, and they come to us from Hill Rock Distillery, which is over the border from Mass in New York.
Okay. Well, I would love to learn more about what makes your vinegar so special. So can we go through the process?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll show
Okay.
you the equipment we have.
Great.
So
Wow.
this is our Vinegar Works, the real production part of the Vinegar Works itself. This is the vinegar fermentation system that we revived. And we actually got this from the National Library of France.
Oh, wow.
So there's this special method. It's called like the drip method or the German method.
Okay.
These machines, however, don't exist anymore.
Right.
So starting in the mid-1900s, everybody went ultra modern, and they now make vinegar in about 2 days. We took a step back in time, recreated these machines, and actually partnered with Boston University and the University of Maine to recreate these prototypes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what does it mean when you say drip method?
Yeah, so the way you make vinegar is you need heat, you need oxygen, you need bacteria, and you need time. The more oxygen you expose the alcohol to, the faster the bacteria can eat the alcohol and turn it into vinegar.
Okay.
So by dripping, like a little shower drip, you're exposing each of those air drips to more oxygen around it. Then it drips onto a bed of wood chips, porcelain, different media. So they're getting even more oxygen. And this makes the vinegar production faster, right? Now they've taken that a bit to an extreme, and as I mentioned, it's 2 days for fermentation. Our method takes about 2 months to ferment, and then an additional 4 months in those wood barrels.
Right. So what are some of the local alcohols that you use to make the vinegar, and how do they taste different from each other?
In Massachusetts, New England, we get all of our ciders. So Pony Shack Cidery.
And that's hard cider.
Hard ciders. Yep. Beers, we actually do Mayflower is their porter down from Plymouth, as well as Harpoon, which is right outside of Boston, and they will do our IPAs.
Right.
We have a really fun new honey vinegar through honey that is sourced for us by the Best Bees Company, which is in Massachusetts.
Cool.
And does a bunch of research around bee health.
So this is the modern tech, but right behind me, I'm noticing something that looks a lot more old school.
Yes, so you are meeting Leaky Leroy here.
Lovely
and
Leroy.
Yeah, and we call him Leaky Leroy. He's actually an old fooder, which is just a word for a giant barrel, basically.
Okay.
And he comes to us from Cognac, France.
Wow.
So the vinegar in here is about 3 months old.
Okay.
So short of our normal aging period. But if you'd like to take
I'd
a
love
taste,
to.
Okay, just know it is not mellowed to the point that we would bottle. But I will say it has a lovely, lovely nose, which is dangerous because you think it's going to be very sweet.
Right.
And you might be inclined to take a chug. So just take a sniff. You'll be able to smell some honey notes in there.
Yeah.
It's just pure apple cider vinegar in here.
Oh, I love that. I love it. It's like, this is the cool thing. It's like you're smelling back in time, because I'm smelling the original product, but then I'm tasting the future.
Absolutely. We just have a wide range of vinegars and vinegar applications, including cocktails.
Okay, so what are we going to be making?
But I thought we would start at the beginning, which is with a switchel.
That's like a classic New England.
Super classic. Between Vermont and even in New York, sometimes haymaker punch, because people used to drink these to hydrate while they were collecting hay. This is just water with freshly grated ginger. We then take our vinegars, and this is a brand new vinegar for us.
That's gorgeous.
A maple cider vinegar. So apple cider with maple syrup, and then a little bit more of Vermont. So maple syrup or molasses.
So pretty.
So let's see what you think.
Okay. Well, cheers.
Cheers, Amy. Thank you for coming.
It's so refreshing.
So refreshing.
With vinegars in hand, our next stop is the restaurant Dead Horse Hill, located in Worcester's City Square, where Amy will learn how to make pickled vegetables and a signature dish, pork katsu.
Hey, Chef Jared.
Well, hello.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So I brought you a couple of vinegars from Rodrigo at American Vinegar Works.
Awesome, I love that place.
So what are we going to be making today?
All right, so we're gonna be doing Japanese curry and a quick pickle. Some squash and apples in the curry. And then also for the pickles, whatever vegetables you have on hand, you're just gonna be able to pickle. We're lucky that we have really awesome vinegar, but you can do it with any vinegar you want, and the ratio is super simple.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 4 to 2 to 1 to half ratio, right? So we're gonna start with some sugar. So this is gonna be our
This is
1.
the 4? Oh, this is the 1.
Yeah.
And then salt.
And then I'm gonna do 4 ounces of water.
Okay.
We're gonna take our really beautiful rose wine vinegar, and we're gonna do 2 ounces of that.
Okay.
And that's gonna ensure that it's just the right amount of sweet.
Right.
Everything gets seasoned from the salt.
Yep.
And then all we do is bring this up to a boil.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a pork katsu, right?
Pork
which is
katsu,
a fried
which is a
pork.
cutlet. So I temp my pan, I put it in about 350 degrees.
Right.
Which is gonna make it super nice and crispy.
So a katsu curry usually comes with sort of a brownish curry sauce.
Yeah. This is a puree of some of those apples and the honey nut squash.
Oh, I love honey nut squash.
Turmeric. There's some cloves, some cinnamon, chilies, garlic powder, onion powder. What I feel like it's lacking, because it's pretty sweet from the squash is real sweet.
Yeah.
It needs a little zip. And the zip is going to be from the maple cider vinegar. Traditionally, on a katsu curry, you'd serve it over rice. We're going to do it over plum puree or mashed potatoes. So meaning it's like super smooth.
Yeah.
These are radishes that we did yesterday.
Okay.
And
So
see how
they're
like
really-
translucent
beautiful.
and crazy those look? And these are just from today. I like to use a little slotted spoon.
Nice.
Okay. And we can use all of these pickles because now this pickle will be a little different in texture than this one.
Right.
All right, so we're just gonna start plating. Take the sauce right on top.
Wow.
Great. And now we're just gonna garnish with our pickles.
It's like a fall color palette.
So nice. And then I'm lucky enough to have some microgreens.
Nice.
This is chrysanthemum, or the Japanese
Oh
would
my
call
gosh.
it shunjiku. But yeah, I think that looks really
That
pretty.
is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty simple at the same time.
It
All it
is.
is it's a pork cutlet
Right.
over mashed potatoes,
Right.
with some sauce. It's like gravy, except we just called it a little something different.
Okay. Ooh, look at that.
Ready?
Yeah.
Curry all over my face, right?
You are underselling it. It is so good.
So good, right? But now I'm gonna say, okay, I got all that rich stuff on my palate. I'm gonna grab the pickle. It's a palate cleanser.
Well, I've had such a good day in Worcester. I'm so excited about its present and its future. Thank you for bringing your talents here, and thank you so much for having us here today.
Thank you for showing everybody Dead Horse Hill.
Yay! Cheers. All right, I'm going to get another bite.
Please, take it home.